Recording in progress.
Put down question number 48 in your copy. Just a minute. Just give me a minute. And we have this question number 48. Done? Question number 48. Ayan, Harish, Junaid, you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 minute.
You have done? Vedant, you also? So before doing this question, we are just going to deal with the chemical properties. You done? Everyone? Or still doing?
Yes. You're finished. No.
Done?
Yes.
So before studying this one, before doing this question, we need to study the chemical properties of metals and chemical properties of metals with base and acids. Okay. So whenever metals react either with acid or metals react either with base, they form salt plus hydrogen gas. This is very common that in the previous class we have discussed that acids when react with metals, metals should be more reactive than acid because it is a displacement reaction. Stop writing. Nobody is going to write here. Write down. Don't write it. Just concentrate on the screen. If you take Zn when react with H2SO4, what it will give you? Name the salt, Zainab. What it will give you?
ZnSO4 plus H2 gas.
ZnSO4 plus H2.
H2 gas.
But what if I take Zn plus what if I take Cu plus HCl? Cu plus HCl.
Cl2 plus H2.
There will be no reaction.
Ah.
Because in the reactivity series, hydrogen is here and then below we have copper. Since it is less reactive than hydrogen, so it will not be able to displace it. It will not be able to
Displace
it. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
So that's why we'll say here that when copper is treated with HCl, hydrochloric acid, copper or react with HCl, there will be no reaction. Why? Because copper is less reactive than hydrogen. So it is okay. So always more reactive element are going to displace the less reactive element. Okay. Like for example, if I'm writing complete this reaction, what it will give you? SCl. Then magnesium when react with HNO3. And similarly, if you have zinc when react with H2CO3. Aluminium when react with H3PO4. Vedant, why have you turned off your camera? Vedant, why have you turned off your camera? Please turn it on.
Should we write this down?
First you have to memorize, then you have to note it down. First you have to memorize it. You done this one? That you done? What it will give you when acid react with, so all of them are going to give you hydrogen gas because all metals are above hydrogen in the reactivity series. Name the salt only. What salt it is going to form?
ZnCl2. ZnCl2. ZnCl2.
Okay, yes, Junaid, tell me that what would happen when zinc react with HCl?
Zinc will
It will give you
ZuCl plus F.
H2 plus ZnCl2. Why?
Yeah,
Because zinc has valency 2 and chloride ion has valency 1. So when they cross multiply, it will give you ZnCl2.
yeah.
Check magnesium react with HNO3, what it will give you? Yes, Zainab, what it will give you?
MgNO3 plus H2.
MgNO3 is not the correct formula. Check it.
MgNO3 plus H2.
MgNO3 plus
Bracket outside you write 2 and plus H2.
what it will give you? Tell me fast. Formula for magnesium. Magnesium has valency 2 and nitrate ion has valency 1. So what should be the formula? They will cross multiply each other. It will give you MgNO3 twice plus hydrogen gas. Got it?
Yeah.
Now tell me what should be the formula of zinc carbonate?
ZnCO3 whole 2.
ZnCO3 whole 2. No, zinc has valency 2 and carbonate also has valency 2. When they are same, they will cancel out each other.
Okay.
Done? You done this one? Yes or no?
Yes. AlPO4.
No. Yeah, AlPO4. Yes, because aluminium has valency 3 and phosphate ion also has valency 3. They will cancel out each other. Will give you AlPO4. Okay, now you understood? Yes or no? Similarly, when acid
Yes.
react with magnesium, sorry, when base react with acid, metal, sorry, base when react with metals, they also produce salt plus hydrogen gas. So like for example, if I'm talking about NaOH, when react with zinc, it will give you sodium zincate. Na2ZnO2 plus hydrogen gas. Similarly, if NaOH react with aluminium, it will give you sodium aluminate, Na2AlO2 plus hydrogen gas. Okay, note it down. If we have metal oxide instead of metal, then if we have oxide here, then we'll have water here. Otherwise, if there is no oxide here, there will be no water. Okay, don't write it like this way. Just memorize it. Stop writing. Just memorize it first. Arish, please turn on your camera. First, memorize it. You are not visible to me. Your AC is visible to me only. First, memorize it. Don't write it. First, memorize it. NaOH when react with zinc, it will give you Na2ZnO2. Here it is no 2. Here, by mistakenly, I have written because NaAlO2 is the formula for sodium aluminate. There is no 2 here. Why? Because aluminate ion has valency, Na has valency 1, and aluminate is AlO2, its valency is also 1. Memorize the formula fast. This is very important. And the name of this compound is sodium zincate. Zincate. And its name is sodium aluminate. Sodium aluminate. Memorize it fast. Done?
Yes.
You also, Arish? Remember?
Yes.
Arish, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Now try to write it down once more. What happened when sodium hydroxide react with zinc and sodium hydroxide react with aluminium?
Done.
Okay. Next, if we have this one, okay, so tell me that what is the name of this compound Na2ZnO2?
Sodium zincate.
Yes, Arish, what is the name of this compound NaLO2?
Sodium aluminate.
Sodium aluminate. Now coming to your questions, What should be the answer for this, for that question that we were doing startingly? Here, check it please. Compound X react with zinc. When react with X compound, it is going to give you A plus hydrogen gas. What could be the compound A? Okay. So here you have to think one more time that you will check that this is this compound is X. It can be an acid or a base, because you know that when acid react with metals, it will give you hydrogen gas. And when base react with metals, it will also give you hydrogen gas. So it can be an acid or a base, any acid or any base. But you know that if we consider that if it is an acid, let's suppose it is an acid. So for this, it is okay that acid when react with zinc, it will give you salt plus hydrogen gas. Like for example, if you take H2SO4, you react with zinc, it will give you ZnSO4 plus hydrogen gas. But you see that if we take H2SO4 as X, so acid will not react with acid. So it will not react with HCl. Acid don't react with HCl. So our assumption that X can be an acid, it is incorrect. Why? Because acid do not react with an acid. So it can be a base. Because base when react with zinc, it will give you salt plus hydrogen gas. Na2, ZnO2. Na2, ZnO2 plus hydrogen gas. When NaOH react with HCl, it will give you NaCl plus water. Base plus acid will give you water. And when NaOH react with CH3CO, it will give you sodium ethanoate. CH3COO Na plus water. Okay. So just memorize the reactions, each and every reactions, and then when you learn, then let me know. Okay, note it down.
So what's the last one?
What is the last one?
Yeah. CHCOO. And then?
CH3COO Na.
Okay. Done.
Done? You done this one?
Yes.
Ayan and Arish, you done?
Yes.
Okay, you done. That's okay. So let you start doing from here. Now you start doing. Let me know whether you done this one or not. Zainab, you done?
Yeah.
So can you tell me that why it cannot be an acid? Because acid when react with zinc, it will also give you salt plus hydrogen gas. Why it cannot be an acid? Why the compound X cannot be an acid?
Because if you react the acid with the base over there up, Zn.
Because if we consider X as an acid, so acid don't react with acid in the second equation. So it will not be possible. Okay. The name
Why
of the
though?
compound is, what is the name of this compound?
Sir, why won't acid react with acid?
Acid don't react with acid. So acid, how can an acid react with acid? Loin eat loin. Loin eat there. Does loin eat loin? No.
No, but then these are different acids, right?
So don't react. Acid don't react with acids.
So there is no specific reason why.
No. Why? Because they don't have H plus ion, na? And the electron transformation is necessary. Means a positive will react with a negatively charged species, na?
Yeah.
So that's why.
Okay.
Done. The name of this compound is sodium acetate. Note it down, sodium acetate. ACETET, acetate. Sodium acetate.
Done.
Done. Next. If we have a question here, just note down this question in your copy. When acids are going to react with base, that this is a reaction. Okay, just check it. When acid react with metals, okay, here this is the question. Just read this question on your screen. This is a diagram in which dilute H2SO4 is there in the test tube, and we have added some zinc granules, some zinc balls to it. Bigger particles of zinc ball. And you know that when acid react with H2SO4, when react with zinc, it will give you ZnSO4 plus H2. But if we do some changes, so it is asking that what will happen in the following changes are made. If the, okay, what would happen? Will the hydrogen gas produce or not produce? Will it produce slower rate? Will it produce at faster rate? It will not produce, it will not affect it. What is it? So the case one is that in place of zinc granules, if we take some amount of zinc dust, we take some amount of zinc dust.
Should we write the question right now?
Yeah, we have to write it down. Make that diagram first, a slowly rough diagram. Make this rough diagram on your copy first. Just make the test tube. Just make the test tube only and then write this one. Just make the test tube and write and label it this one bus. Okay, just make the test tube and label this one in the test tube just only. And then you have to note it further. Done?
No.
Done? You have to make, you're not going to make the whole diagram. Just make the test tube only. Now write down these changes. Write the answers for this one.
Done.
Okay, tell me the answer for this question. What should be the answer for the first question? If in place of zinc granules, okay, in place of zinc granules, some zinc dust is taken in the test tube.
Reaction will be the same.
Hmm? What are you saying?
Reaction will be the same.
Yeah. Instead of zinc, if you take zinc dust, so dust, you know that dust is has more surface area. Okay. Yes, Arish, Junaid, and Ayan, just concentrate here. You know that if you take, like you, if you have chalk powder, like you have chalk, a chalk with which you write in the school. Okay. You just take this chalk. Ayan, I'm going to ask you, and you, Arish, also just concentrate here. Just you take that chalk and you dip it into the water and just instantly bring it back. What do you observe? If you break the chalk, you will find that the water is in, the chalk is wet from inside or dry. If you break that chalk, will it be dry from inside or wet?
Dry.
Dry.
Dry. Dry. Why? Because if you bring it instantly, because the inner particles are not in the contact with the water. Okay. They are not in on the outer surface. The outer surface particle will get wet, other will not get wet. Okay. Understood? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So here also, if I'm talking that instead of zinc powder, if you take zinc dust, the more number of particles will react with the acid and the reaction will be fast. But the same amount of hydrogen gas will be produced. Means if it is 2 liter of, means same amount of zinc granules are there. So initially, if we have only zinc granules, bigger balls of zinc, then it might take 30 minutes to complete the reaction. But right now, if we have powder, so it will take instantly more time. Like for example, if you have a sugar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and if you are going to dissolve it, if you crush it, it will dissolve at faster rate. But if you have only one tablespoon of sugar, will on grinding it, will it start sweetening that equivalent to 3 tablespoon of sugar? No. The process will be fast. Process will be fast, but means the rate of production of hydrogen gas will be fast, but the total amount of hydrogen gas that need to be produced earlier will be produced. Means if we have 2 moles of hydrogen gas or thus 1 kg of hydrogen gas is produced in this reaction. So previously with granules also, and right now if we have powder, same amount of hydrogen gas will produce. But in the previous case, if it was producing in 30 minutes, if it is taking 30 minutes, now it might take 5 minutes due to increase in surface area. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Note it down that what happens. So note it down that the rate of reaction will be faster. The rate of reaction will be faster.
Done.
Okay. In the second case, what you will write? Case second.
Instead of zinc chloride,
Yes.
instead of zinc sulfate, zinc chloride will be
If you
formed.
have, if you instead of zinc sulfate, if you have, like for example, here. Yeah, instead of sulfuric acid, if you have H2SO4, what will be the reaction? Tell me fast. Instead of H2SO4, if you have HCl, so it will be same, na?
Zinc chloride will be formed instead of zinc.
Yeah, the salt will be changed, but the hydrogen gas will be still produced. Okay. What in case of C? In case of C, what would happen? Tell me fast.
The third one,
Yeah.
not the reaction won't take place as copper is more reactive. Like
Yeah, the reaction will be faster as no, copper is not reactive. There will be no reaction.
no reaction will take place
There will be no reaction in this case. Why?
because copper is more reactive.
Yes, copper is more reactive. No, less reactive than hydrogen. Na? Since copper is less reactive than hydrogen, so in this case, if you have copper, when
Then
react
no
with
reaction.
H2O4, no reaction will be there. No reaction. Why? Because copper is Copper is
Less
less reactive than hydrogen. Okay, understood? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
And D part.
Done.
Okay. So now you understood?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the last part, if you have sodium hydroxide is taken in place of dilute sulfuric acid.
Salt and hydrogen gas will form.
Salt and hydrogen gas will be produced. And what should be the name of the salt?
Uh,
Sodium hydroxide is treated with, instead of, you have zinc, and zinc is treated with sodium hydroxide. Then what it will give you?
Na2ZNO2.
Na2,
ZNO2.
Na2ZNO2 plus hydrogen gas. And what's the name of this compound? Sodium zincate.
Yeah.
Understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
Arish, are you getting? Okay.
Yes.
Just revise it one more time. That for what happened in the first case? Tell me. What happened in the first case? What happens in the first case? You check
We know
that
it's faster. It's
if you
faster.
have crushed zinc granule is crushed zinc granules. Okay, you have crushed zinc granules. So if you have crushed zinc granules, then what would happen? Tell me fast.
The reaction will be faster
The reaction will be fast. Why it will be fast?
because it's already crushed.
Because surface area will increase now. Because surface area will increase. Okay.
Okay.
Because the surface area will increase. That's why. Understood? Zainab, you understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. The second part was when what would happen when if we remove H2SO4 with HCl. So different type of salt will be formed. This time the zinc chloride will be formed. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. If you take HCl instead of H2SO4, then this time ZnCl2 will be formed plus hydrogen gas. And instead of H2SO4, if you have instead of zinc, if you take copper, there will be no reaction. Why? Because as I have told you in the previous class, that reaction with acid with metal is a displacement reaction. Okay, reaction of acid with metal is displacement reaction. And if it is displacement reaction, then what would happen? Tell me first. The more reactive metal should displace the hydrogen from acid.
The less reactive metal.
So if it is copper is here, like you have potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, then tin, then lead, and then after we have hydrogen, then copper. So copper lies here. Then we have silver, then we have gold, platinum. So these metals do not react with acid. Don't react because they come with low hydrogen in the reactivity series. So that's why they don't react with acid. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
Understood? Sure?
Yes.
Okay. Next question. And the last question that was if instead of instead of H2SO4, if you take zinc, then still the hydrogen gas will produce because this time base when react with metals will give you salt plus hydrogen gas. And salt name will be Na2ZnO2. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Next. So are you having your class at 8:30 right now? Next class? No math class.
Class is 8, that is 28.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you another property like metals when react with acid when react with metal carbonate. Acid when react with metal carbonate, it will give you salt plus hydrogen gas. Salt plus water plus carbon dioxide, sorry. Salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. And what is the formula for metal carbonate? Carbonate group is CO3. Don't write it, just understood first. Listen to me. Carbonate group is CO3. What is carbonate group? CO3 is
CO3.
the carbonate group. CO3 is the, tell me, CO3 is the carbonate group. CO3 is the carbonate group. Okay. So if you have Na2CO3, sodium carbonate. So this is attached with metals, so its name is sodium carbonate. Why? Because sodium has valency 2, 1, and carbonate has valency 2, so they will cross multiply, name will be Na2CO3. What could be the formula for magnesium carbonate? Tell me. Magnesium carbonate and uh, calcium carbonate.
MgCO3
MgCO3. Okay, next. Calcium carbonate. Next, calcium carbonate is CaCO3. Calcium carbonate is CaCO3. Okay. So calcium carbonate is CaCO3. So if they are going to react with acids, okay, like for example, if you have sodium carbonate like here, Na2CO3 when react with H2SO4. So always, whether it is metal or only metal or metal carbonate, when they are going to react with H2SO4, only the metal and this group will result in the formation of salt. Other are going to make carbon dioxide and water. So can you tell me the name of the salt? Can you tell me the name of the salt formed here?
Sodium sulfate.
Sodium sulfate. Yeah, it would be sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate. Why? Because sodium and sulfate are going to make, and you have to write the formula accordingly. Sodium has valency 1 and sulfate has 2, so it will be Na2SO4. What when calcium carbonate react with HCl? Name the salt.
Calcium chloride.
It will be Na2CO3, sodium carbonate plus carbon dioxide plus water. Why?
Sir, where did sodium come from?
Sorry, it would be calcium chloride. It will be calcium chloride. Calcium is this one and Cl2 is this one. Plus water. Why it is calcium chloride? Because the metals are going to react with acids. Always the acids, the H of acid is used in forming hydrogen gas or water. And the carbonate group goes in the production of carbon dioxide. So remaining part is calcium and chloride ion. So they will name, right? We have to write their formula accordingly. Calcium has valency 1, 2 and chloride has 1. So it will be CaCl2. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Write down the formula of sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Sorry. Write down the reactions, what is going to form. When calcium carbonate is treated with HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 is treated with calcium carbonate, and H2SO4 is treated with sodium hydroxide. Sorry, sodium carbonate.
Sir, how would you say HNO3 in words?
HNO3
Yeah, in words.
is nitric acid.
Okay.
It is calcium nitrate will be formed. Calcium nitrate.
Done.
So the question comes in your examination that what would happen when nitric acid is added? This is nitric acid. Is added to eggshell. Eggshell is made up of calcium carbonate. Eggshell is made up of calcium carbonate.
Calcium nitrate will be formed with carbon,
Yeah.
with hydrogen gas and CO3.
Yes, we should react it with this hydrogen gas and CO2. Okay, done. So it will give you calcium carbonate plus carbon dioxide plus water. It will give you. Okay. So note down the question. What would happen when nitric acid is added to eggshell? What would happen? What would happen when nitric acid is added to eggshell? What would happen when nitric acid is added to eggshell? So that's all for today. We'll meet you in the next class. Thanks for coming, everyone.